So basically 3D geometry. First, what are the important things we'll be discussing? The concepts and the formula. Then we'll be solving PYQ and the tricks to solve the questions in less than 30 seconds. Okay. Now coming to the 3D geometry part, let's see about talk about direction ratio and direction cosines. Okay. Now direction ratio and direction cosines, we've already had a discussion while doing what? Vector algebra. Now a lot of people, they haven't watched the vector. Okay. So do watch it. It's entirely same as that 3D part starting wise. Okay. So direction ratio and direction cosines are entirely same. Let's say you have a line OP, okay, and that is making an angle alpha with the positive x-axis, beta with the positive y, and gamma with the positive z. Okay, then these angles are known as the direction angles. Very simple, and the cos value of these angles are known as direction cosines. That much you need to know. What do you need to know? That I have a line segment which is making, let's say, alpha with the positive x-axis, or what do you say, beta with the positive y-axis, let's say, and gamma with the positive z-axis. Now these angles are known as direction angles, and the cos of these angles, cos alpha, cos beta, and cos gamma, are known as direction cosines. That's it. So the value of angles lie between 0 to 180 degree. We all know that. Okay. So L we denote it by cos alpha, M for cos beta, and N for cos gamma. That's it. Nothing is there in direction cosine. Okay. Don't complicate stuff. See, in 3D also you can see. Now, a lot of times what happens, students, when they see the plus minus in the formula between how to find the direction ratio and direction cosines, so they have a thought, sir, how do we get this? Okay. So let's say we have drawn a line above, okay, or like up front. This can be gone back also, no? So this makes an angle of alpha, beta, and gamma with the positive y, what do you say, x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. If I stretch it backward, it will make pi minus alpha, pi minus beta, and pi minus gamma. That's why the sign of the direction cosines is reversed. Okay, so don't worry, nothing to be worried about. When you write L is equal to plus minus of a by root under of a square plus b square plus c square. See, this plus is for this up, what is a front, what is a line, and the backward line, for the backward line we have the minus. That's it. Okay, I'm taking it very short, very crisp. Only what is required, I'm telling you. Rest story, we won't be going much because we have very less time. Now, magnitude of any vector, we can write it by OP vector, magnitude, or that is equal to R vector, magnitude, or just a bold letter R. Okay. Now, and that is equal to what? Root under of x square plus y square plus z square. We already know. But if you just watch the vector algebra, everything will be clear. Now the scalar component of a vector are nothing but these x, y, z are the scalar components, are its direction ratio, and represents what? They represent projection along x, projection along y, and the projection along z. Okay, that's it. So if I have a vector, let's say I've taken an example later section. Let's say a vector is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. So what is my direction ratio? X, y, and z. What is my direction cosine? L, M, N. Cos alpha, if you see for one triangle, just make this triangle. Beta it is, okay. And this part is y. So cos beta is equal to what? Y by, this is R. So y by R. So what I can write? Then cos beta is equal to y by R. Similarly, cos alpha x by R, cos gamma z by R. That's it. So L is equal to x by root under of x square plus y square plus z square. That's it. Same way, m is equal to y by root under of same thing, and n is equal to. So the direction cosines are nothing but direction ratio divided by magnitude of the vector. That's it. We have taken an example also. Let's take this example. A vector is equal to 3i plus 2j plus 4k. Now, if somebody asks what is the direction ratio, directly we'll say, sir, 3, 2, and 4. Okay. Now, what about direction cosine, sir? So before that, find the magnitude of the vector. So that is equal to root under of 3 square plus 2 square plus 4 square. And that is equal to root under of 9 plus 16 plus 4. That is equal to root 29, correct? So let's divide it. 3 by root 29, comma 2 by root 29, and comma 4 by root 29. That's it. Clear, everybody? Okay. Now, same thing. This it got repeated. Don't worry. Now, next is unit vector. We already know what is a unit vector. Vector whose magnitude is what? 1. That's it. Unit means what? 1 only. That's it. What is there? Correct. Now, every vector every vector has two things. What are these two things? One is the direction given by the unit vector, and other is the magnitude given by the magnitude of the vector. Okay, so a unit vector is nothing but a vector divided by magnitude. So what will be left? Direction. That's it. So take a vector, divide by the magnitude. Now for a unit vector, if you see, this is x by root under magnitude, means this is what? Cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. These are what? Direction cosines. So this is Li cap mj plus nk. So or you can write cos alpha I cap, cos beta j cap, cos gamma k cap. So for a unit vector, dc and dr are same. Mug it up. For a unit vector, dc and dr is same thing. Nothing is difference. Okay. Okay. Just if you understand also, if you're taking the vector and then dividing by the magnitude, you're basically getting the unit vector. Once you get the unit vector, dc and dr will be same only, students. Okay. Now, I already told you the reason for plus minus in the direction cosines, because if you stretch it backward, you will get angles pi minus alpha, pi minus beta, and pi minus gamma. And cos of pi minus alpha, pi minus beta, pi minus gamma, you can understand they are lying in the second quadrant. So cos is negative, all sin tan cos. Correct? So everybody till here, this is the basic. Let's move on. Now, when we have a 3D plane, we divide it into 8 parts or 8 octants. Now, octants means 8 parts. Okay. So what different coordinates we have divided? 1, 2, 3, and the values just like here we have. If I do for a 2D, we have plus plus means x plus y plus. Okay, both are positive in this first quadrant. If I go for the second quadrant, what I'll get? In the second quadrant, I have x negative, y positive. In the third, I have both negative, and in the fourth, what I have? X is positive, y is negative. Correct. So similarly for a 3D quadrant, okay, it's very not very easy to draw and to explain, but I made the drawing. Okay, so we have octants. Okay, 8 parts. 1, 2, 4 on above, 4 on below. Okay, and 4 here. 1, 2. Okay, 3 and one side, 1 that side. Okay, so what you have to do is, how do we remember this? Very simple. In exam, if it comes, what you can do is, see, x, y, you can just make it. Okay, I like making it. So I'll just tell you, 1 sec. I'll just make it with a different pen so that it becomes easy. Make x, y, z. Make it like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Correct. 4 positive here down, 4 negative. That's simple. 2 positive, 2 negative, 2 positive, 2 negative, alternate. Here positive, negative. Now start with negative, positive. Again start with alternate, positive, negative. Again start with negative, positive. Done. Now easily you can say first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. You don't have to mark fifth, sixth, seventh. Just showing it in case if it comes. Okay, it comes rarely, so you don't have to worry much about that. Okay. Now, so this much is clear for everybody. Now, students, we'll be going fast. We'll be uploading the physics videos starting today only. Okay, we have very less time. So we'll be coming with capacitance, electric current, then moving charges, magnetism and matter, electromagnetic induction. Then we'll go about what do you say? The modern physics, very easy chapters. Okay, so start working hard with me. Okay, and I'm planning to put a what do you say? Study with me like a 1 hour session where you can put up your doubts and in the comment section, and I'll try to solve it and I'll put it up. Okay, so work hard, start working hard. Okay, now this is the zone. 15 days can change your entire KCT rank. Okay, just 15 days. We have seen students who have worked dedicatedly for 15 days, and from like let's say 30,000 rank they came to like 2,000 1,000 rank. Okay, so these 15 days make each second matter for you. Each minute matter for you. Each minute means one question. 1 minute means you always remember, if I'm wasting 1 minute means I'm wasting one question. So the moment you start thinking like this, everything will be chilled. Okay. Now see, we are doing for 1 point. What about we are making a line by joining 2 points? In that case scenario, what will be the direction cosines and the direction ratios? Very simple. Just join these 2 points. So what will be the position vector? X2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. So in that case scenario, what will be the direction cosine? X2 minus x1 by pq means the magnitude of the vector, y2 minus y1 by pq, and that is equal to z2 minus z1 by pq. Now we'll say, sir, what about the magnitude? Magnitude very simple. Root under of what? Just the distance formula, x2 minus x1 whole square, y2 minus y1 whole square, plus z2 minus z1 whole square. That's it. Clear? So direction ratios, either it can be x1 minus x2 or it can be x2 minus x1. Don't get like too confused. Same thing. Okay. Now, coming to the important formula, that's why we have covered it in a bit different way. Okay. So these formulas, students, they get a lot complicated. So we have given the diagrams along with them the simple form of the formula. So do write in the way I have written so that your notes you're able to understand what is a vector, what is a, and what is this b vector we're talking about, this sir is talking about. So you can understand that in a simple manner. And the moment you're trying to recall in exam, this image will flash in front of you, okay? Because image recalling is pretty fast. Rather than the words and the written thing, when we try to recall something which we have seen, the image, our brain connects very fast. So make it a point, draw the diagram, okay? And rough diagram also is good. And write down the formula. First, whenever they give you a point and a vector for direction, okay? A point and a direction. Direction is given by which vector? B vector. Always direction given by which vector? Mug it up. Okay, here they're asking, try to find the equation of a line which is passing through a particular point, that is A point, and which is parallel to B vector. We know two vectors which are parallel, they are the same direction, correct? Two vectors which are parallel, they have the same direction. Yes or no? Everybody, come on. So the direction is given by this vector because we don't know anything about this vector, correct? Where it is going. But since it is parallel to B, so we can understand, okay, direction given by this B vector. Okay. Sometimes what we have, when we are walking, but our friend knows our direction more better. So we say wherever he is going, I'm going. So same way here, wherever this B is going, the line is going because both are parallel. Okay. So the equation is what? R vector is equal to A vector plus lambda times of B vector. This is the vector notation. Now A vector is like x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap, and our B vector, sorry, A vector was that one, ai cap plus bj plus ck. That's why we have changed ABC. So what will happen? X minus x1 by A is equal to y minus y1 by B is equal to z minus z1 by C. The moment we get this, we can say directly this is the B vector. So you need to know what is ABC coming from. This is for the direction and this is the coordinates of the B vector. So very important, okay? You need to understand the whole formula like this. If you're able to understand the whole formula like this, you'll be able to do it in a much faster way, okay? Now, next, if they have given 2 points, let's say they have given point A, x1, y1, z1, and point B, x2, y2, z2. Okay. So in that case, R vector is nothing but first point plus lambda times the difference of these two. Means direction, we're trying to find it from here only. This again gives me the direction. Okay. So this x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1 is for what? B minus A vector. Clear? And the above one is the point A vector. Clear? So this you should know it. Pause the video, write it down. If any doubt, put it on the comment section. We try to reply each and every comments honestly, and we take your comments very seriously. So do give us an honest comments. We really like it. If you're watching this video and you're really watching it to learn something and to get good marks in KCT, do comment us. If the video is good, comment good. If it is bad, comment bad. Whatever, wherever we can improve, we'll work hard to improve it honestly, 100%. Okay. Coming to the next, angle between two lines. So two lines are given to us. This is the angle theta we have to find. So L1, the line first is written as what? R vector is equal to A1 plus lambda times of B1. So again, see, this one I'll not repeat. A1 plus lambda times of B1 means what? They have given me the equation of a line in which a point is there, A1 vector, and it is parallel to another line. What? This B1 vector. Correct. For A2, again same thing. A2 is a point of a line which is lying here, and it is parallel to B2. That's it. Okay. So these two lines are there. So just form the direction, what is the angle between these two, what is it, with which they are parallel. That's it. If I'm able to find with the parallel lines of these two, what is the angle these parallel lines are forming, so I can directly do with the lines also. So angle between them is what? Dot product. Cos theta is equal to mod of b1 dot b2 by mod b1 mod b2. That's it. Theta is equal to what? Sin cos, that's it. So cos inverse of this whole thing, b1 dot b2 divided by mod b1 into mod b2. That's it. Clear? Very simple. Now put the values. B1 is equal to what? A1 I cap plus B1 j cap plus C1 k cap, Cartesian form we are doing, and B2 is equal to A2 I cap plus B2 j cap See, for the whole line, we're not worried about this A1, A2. We're just worried about the what is a vector with which the line is parallel. If I'm able to find an angle between these two, I'll be able to find the angle between the lines also. So directly, if they are what is a B1 dot B2 is equal to 0 means, if the dot product is 0 means what? They're perpendicular to each other. Then what will happen? Do the dot product A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 is equal to what? 0. Now, how I'm getting the dot product like this? Because I will be multiplied, JJ will be multiplied, and KK will be multiplied. If you're not able to understand this, the dot product, go to the vector algebra. It is there in the playlist and watch it. Okay. And if it is parallel, so B1 will be equal to lambda times of B2. So they'll be proportional. So A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. Okay. That's simple. Clear. Now here, let's say they have given me a line equation like this. If x minus x1 by L1 is equal to y minus y1 by m1, instead of giving A, B, C, the direction ratios, they give me direction cosines. Okay, so that is pretty simple. Z minus Z1 by M1, sorry, N1. And here again, L2, M2, and N2. They have given, instead of giving A1, B1, C1, these were the direction ratios, they've given me the direction cosines. Here also same thing, cos theta directly, just like here we were doing with the direction ratios. In place of A1, A2 will be replacing with L1, L2. So mod of L1, L2 plus M1, M2 plus n1 n2. Okay, that's it. So if this is equal to 0, then it is perpendicular. If it is what is not equal to 0, if these two are like proportional, so directly we can say the lines are parallel. Okay, lines are parallel. That's it. Clear. Next is skew lines. What do you mean by skew lines? So very simple. Skew lines are those lines which are neither intersecting nor parallel. So neither intersecting nor parallel not happens in 2D spin. So they're not coplanar. They don't lie in one plane. One is like this, the other is like this. So they're not intersecting, like different plane only there. And the shortest distance between them is nothing but the perpendicular lines, perpendicular distance between them. Okay, you join anything. See, for shortest distance, there is always the same thing. If I want to find the shortest distance between any two things, I'll draw a perpendicular. That's it. Now same here. So we have a skew line L1 and L2. So first line is given by the equation A1 plus lambda times of B1, and second is given by the equation A2 plus mu times of B2. Okay. So these two are the skew lines, and the distance formula between them is D is equal to B1 vector. I'm not gonna explain the derivation dot B2 cross B2 dot A2 vector minus A1. I just gave all the formula in one place so that you are able to solve it. Okay. Now in what is a PYQ, we won't be using this much and all. We'll try to give you more and more shortcuts so that you can solve in less than what is it 30 seconds. So don't worry about that. But still, formulas are very helpful, and they might ask. Okay, we can't take any risk when you're preparing for 50 plus. You can't take any risk. At least the chapters which you're preparing, be the best in them. Okay. Now, if the lines are parallel, then this B1, earlier we had B1 and B2. Now this both B1 and B2 will be equal to B. So it will be B vector cross A2 vector minus A1 vector divided by mod of B. That's it. Clear? Now coming to the planes. So this all was there for the lines. Now the planes, the general equation of the plane we already know. AX plus BY plus CZ plus D is equal to 0. Okay. So this is my general equation of plane. Next is the normal form. See, normal form, what is there? One plane is there, and they have given me from origin the perpendicular distance to the plane. That is D. Perpendicular distance from origin to plane, it is given, and one normal unit vector they have already given. Unit perpendicular unit vector to the plane. So what is the equation? R vector dot n cap is equal to what? T. That's it. Clear. So n cap, since it is unit vector, so it will be written in terms of what? Direction cosines. Li plus mj plus nk, and r vector just normally we wrote xi plus yj plus zk. Now do the dot product. So what you'll get? Lx plus my plus nz equal to d. That's it. Clear. Next, a plane which is passing through a point whose position vector is a, and it is perpendicular to n normal vector. So it is perpendicular to this normal vector. So I need to know this, and it is passing through point a vector. Okay. So if these two things are given, I'll use this equation. Clear, simple. So r vector minus a vector dot of n vector, if I do, it will be equal to 0. Because see, r minus a is the line which is in the same plane, correct? So same plane means this also has to be perpendicular. If it is perpendicular, dot product has to be 0. Nothing is there in this. Okay. Now a point you have taken as x1, y1, z1, and P point we have taken as x, y, z. So n vector will be what? The direction ratio. So A, B, and C. So multiply, do the dot product, x minus x1 plus B into y minus y1 plus C into z minus z1. That's it. Is equal to 0. Now coming to the next three non-collinear points. The moment they have given you non-collinear points, what are these points? First we need to understand R, S, and T. We have taken R, S, and T. Non-collinear means not lying in a straight line. Okay. Now, so non-collinear points. So what will happen? The formula is what? R vector minus A vector dot B vector minus A vector cross C vector minus A vector. That's it. Now this for the J and all, you what is it? We teach STP vector scalar triple product. Okay, but for KCT they ask very pretty less. But still, since sometimes they ask it, we can go by the determinant method. Okay, this is rarely asked, but still again we don't know. 2021 they can ask anything. Okay, so nobody knows. So still, since it is a 4 marks or minimum sometimes 5 marks also, so we can't take any risk. Correct. So what is important here is, if they ask, we'll try to go by this determinant method. Okay, where x1 is the point for the first one. What is x1, y1, z1? X2 will be the for the second one, and x3 for the third one. Okay, clear. That's it. Next, intercept from line intercept. You already remember, correct? Intercept means where it is cutting the x and y. So here it was what? X by a plus y by b is equal to 1. Here in the what is a plane, since it is what is a cutting at 3 coordinates x, y, and z. So x by a 3 axis, but z by c is equal to 1. That's it. Clear. Now, what is this point A in the x-axis? A comma 0 comma 0 means when x is 0, y is 0 and z is 0. What is the intercept? Means what point it is cutting x-axis? Purely x-axis. So other points has to be 0, but it's cutting y-axis. Other points has to be 0. Okay. So this is the intercept: x-intercept, y-intercept, and z-intercept. That's it. Next, plane which is passing through the intersection of two given planes. Now, very important, student. Okay, for the 3D geometry, understand. In KCT questions, mostly it will be big. So you need to understand the concept, how we are using it, what things are used for what, so that you can short it and you can solve it in less than 1 minute. We'll show you also. Don't worry about that. But still, so the formula should be very, very, very clear. And what is representing what should be very clear. Okay. So whenever they say a plane which is passing through intersection of two planes, see, this plane is there, it is passing through the intersection of P1 and P2. So what do you do? P1 plus lambda times of P2 always for the line L1 plus lambda times of L2. Okay. So same thing for plane P1 plus lambda times of P2. So P1 vector we have written plane equation N1 plus lambda times of N2 vector is equal to what? D1 plus lambda D2. That's it. In terms of Cartesian product also, the first equation of plane A1x plus B1y plus C1z plus D1 plus lambda times of the second equation of the plane we wrote equal to 0. That's it. Clear? So always whenever they say plane passing through the intersection of two given planes, so what do you have to do? Plane 1 plus lambda times of plane 2. Everybody will remember, correct? So very important, very simple. Nothing much is there. Do not complicate much stuff. Okay. Understand what is memorize properly like this manner. You'll be able to solve each and every question. That's a guarantee. Don't worry. Next, co-planarity of two lines means two lines lying on the same plane. So let's say this is the first line, A1 plus lambda times of B1, and this is the second plane, A2 plus lambda times of B2. So if they are coplanar, then the dot product will be what? 0, or we can do by the determinant method. Okay, so determinant method, you need to understand this x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, and z2 minus z1 is coming from this point. What do you say? A2 minus A1 vector. See these two. It's coming from here. And for this one, A1, B1, C1, it is coming from the first, what do you say, line which is parallel to this vector, and this is coming from the B2. Okay, so the moment you, what do you say, keep in mind like this, you will never forget on how to use it. The moment they give, you use it very fastly, and you can solve it. Okay, that's it. Now coming to next is angle between two lines, two planes. See, basically, if I have a plane here, this is the normal. If I have, let's say, another plane like this, and let's say this is the normal. So if I find the angle between this normal, that will be the angle between the planes. So same thing we're trying to understand. Just find the angle between the normals. And angle, finding the angle between the normals is very simple formula. Already we have done. So that is equal to what? N1 vector dot dot. Just use the dot product by mod of n1 into mod of divided by mod of n2. That's it. Clear? If it is dot is equal to 0, dot product is 0 means perpendicular. If they are what you say proportional means parallel. That's it. And you can do in terms of what do you say direction ratios of the these are what direction ratios of normal. Okay, so don't get confused. Direction ratio of normal you can do by this also. So if it is 90, then directly you can say a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 equal to 0, or if it is 0, then a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. So nothing much is there, student. Okay, so you need to understand what is what. Okay, that this n1 I have taken, that is basically the direction ratio a1 b1 c1. Okay, and this n2 I have taken, that is basically a2 b2 and c2, and I have done a dot product here. Okay, this is the magnitude of the n1 vector, magnitude of n2. I'm not going into the derivation since we are not doing the pu part as of now. Okay, so when we will be doing the pu part, we'll do it, don't worry. Okay, I'll explain each and everything in detail. Okay, now distance of a point and a plane, this formula is also you can use it. We use a lot. One point is given and you have to find the distance with the plane. So directly you can use this formula: ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 minus d by this one, a square plus b square plus c square. That's it. So what is difficult in this? You just need to understand what is, see, this a b c we are getting from the planes, and this x1 y1 z1 is the equation of what is a point, is the point coordinates, correct? That's it. Next is angle between a line and a plane, very important. For the KCT part, angle between the line and the plane is important. Always take sine theta. Always take what? Sine theta part. And then find out the value p dot n vector. We could have done by cos theta, but take the sine theta part. It will be helpful. It will be easy. Okay. You don't have to worry. Directly put the formula. Get the answer. Relax. So this chapter is basically, I didn't teach anything. I just gave you formulas in a detailed manner. I just told what is what so that you are able to understand and the formula, and you are able to put in the diagram also. I put up everything. The line equation is what, which is normal, and what we are talking about it. So don't worry. If still you have any doubt, you have a lot of ways to contact us. First, you can go to the website onlinesamclasses.in. Second, you can join our WhatsApp group, and we do what you say take care of the doubts and everything. You can join the Telegram. Okay, there we provide the PDFs and all. Okay, and you can join us in the comment section. You can take a screenshot, put it up. Where is your doubt? We'll try to solve it. Okay, don't worry about that. Next is important formulas that we'll be using. Distance of a point in a line. See, let's say we have a point and we have a line equation which is given like this. Directly use this formula. I'll show you how to do in the PYQ section. Okay, so don't worry about that, but it's pretty simple. For as of now, just write down the formula. Very soon, by 16th, we are putting up everything, so don't worry. Very soon we'll be what do you say taking care of the PYQ also. Now students, a bit, since I'm recording almost like 2-3 videos per day, and it will go more also, the sound, my voice has already cracked. Okay, so don't what do you say focus much on the voice, focus much on the content. If there is an issue with the voice also, do bear it. Okay, because in very less time we are trying to provide whatever we can do for the best, so that you guys can score, you all can score what rank we promised you, less than 500. Okay, so work hard. We are giving our 100%. Okay, we are sleeping very less. Okay, somewhere around 4 hours max. Okay, so that we are able to provide the content that we told you. So if students, if you are just wasting time watching YouTube, doing Insta or Snapchat or chatting with your friends worthlessly, then it's not no use. Okay, so do work hard. Okay, and give your best shot. Okay, so that you don't have any regret later. This formula is important. Just copy it down. I'll tell you how to use it, and once you practice it, you'll be able to get the answer in less than 1 minute. Okay, in less than a minute. Okay, so don't worry about that. Next, a lot of students, they are asked how to go about this foot up perpendicular. So foot up perpendicular, I'll give you a trick later. Don't worry. But as of now, if they say about the image, so this is the point and this is its image. So in between will be the midpoint, because this is divided in the ratio 1:1. So you can find the midpoint, and this is the equation of the plane. So we'll tell you, it's just a general way. Okay, don't worry about that. We'll take a question, we'll do it everything in detail, and we'll tell you how to solve it and whatnot. Don't worry, and the tips and tricks we'll give you. If you like the video, do like, share and subscribe. Do comment it how the video is, what points were not that clear, what you want next in the video. Okay, though we are putting up differential and probability next. Okay, still you can put up and physics along with that. So do put it as do put that one, that we want this or that. Okay, we really liked your comments. And second thing is, do help us grow the channel. Okay, try to spread it to all the people. Do put in your, what you say, WhatsApp status, share to your friends. Okay, and what do you say? That's it. We are working hard. Work hard with us and try to do the best result that you can. Okay, best of luck.